On the 12 days of Christmas, my true love gave to me. Well, the holidays are here and coming up, and if you haven't finished shopping for the children on your gift list, have I got a vlog for you. Yes, this is going to be a show and tell of all the things for the 12 days of Christmas that you can buy the children on your list that will make them feel more resilient and protected from terrorism. I know you're wondering, what could you give them, right? Well, let's start with the partridge in a pear tree. That's at the base of the 12 days, the 12 gifts that the true love gives, right? And what's at the base of your gift list, what you should be getting them in terms of making them more resilient, is something that will allow them to express their feelings about terrorism. That's at the base of everything, because if they hold these feelings in, then it will become something really more psychologically serious. So, for example, I talk about how terrorism causes kids to feel scared, sad, mad, or bad. And you want them to get these feelings out rather than stuffing them in and building up into something serious. So, you can do something simple, like getting them all different colors of markers. You can get them crayons, you can get them paints, clay, blocks, anything that will allow them to express themselves and how they're feeling. And you can tell from these things, like, for example, if they draw black clouds and raining and so on, you know that they're feeling depressed. You also can ask them to draw a picture of themselves, how they look on the outside and how they look on the inside, and that's very revealing. And then you can talk to them about these things. On the second day of Christmas, 2 turtle doves. Okay, instead of 2 turtle doves, you can get them a photo album. Now, what is a photo album going to do to help kids become more resilient from terrorism? Well, it will, by your continuing on a regular basis to put in pictures of fun family outings, fun memories to remember. It will give the kids the sense, first of all, they can always look through this and be reminded of these fun times. And second of all, that gives them the feeling that there is going to be a continuation of family doing things together, having more fun, regardless of what's happening in the world. On the third day of Christmas, French hens. Well, instead of French hens, you can give them a token of your love to carry with them. This could be something like a heart necklace, or a ring, a heart ring, something that says, this is a don't forget ring. It says, don't forget how much I love you. For guys, you can give them a picture of the family doing something that he particularly enjoyed and give him a wallet or some kind of something to put the picture in to keep it safe. In his backpack, you can give him a backpack that has a plastic for photos. Okay, calling birds for day 4. That is where you can enroll your child in some kind of physical after-school activity. This will not only get rid of the tension that they've been building up from the stress of living in a world where they hear about terrorism, but it can also make them feel more self-confident, have more self-esteem because of being able to master some kind of sport or activity. So this could be anything from ballet to boxing, horseback riding, and tennis lessons, anything that they can do as lessons or in a group that will help them feel that they are self-confident, that they can conquer things. Okay, 5 golden rings. All right. Entertainment DVDs, nothing violent. If you have violent DVDs, get them out of the house and replace them with a new gift of something that is more positive. So here is just as an example, Zambezi Memories, capturing the spirit of adventure. This is something positive. You can get also humorous DVDs, something to do with saving the animals, like saving the dolphins, something that is in some way really positive. Then 6 geese a laying. Okay, involve your child nobody wants to build disaster kits because that means you have to acknowledge to yourself that there could well be a disaster, whether it's a fire or a terrorist attack, right? But the best way to do this is gradually, not to like, if you try to set aside a time to do it all in one sitting, it's not going to happen. But if every week or every month you add something to do your disaster kit on a regular basis, it will come together. And what you can get your child for the holidays related to that is a toy, a soft, cuddly toy to put in the disaster kit. Because certainly, whether it's a girl or a boy, they certainly can use, even adults, grown-ups, can use cuddly toys when there's a disaster to comfort themselves. Okay, 7, swans are swimming. Instead of swans, that might be a little difficult to get, I suggest you get biographies, books, or a book, a biography of someone who was very brave. So this is a biography of Helen Keller, for example. You can get biographies of Martin Luther King, Anne Frank, Stephen Hawking. You get it. The kinds of people who have overcome some obstacle and have shown their courage. Maids a milking. Okay, we're not going to find any milking maids to give to your child, but you can certainly find a globe. Here is a globe. And what is the point of a globe? Because it can show kids where, if they hear about a terrorist attack, they see it on television, you can point out on the globe where it is, and children will be comforted, in most cases, to find out that it is not very close to where they live. 9, ladies dancing. Okay, you can buy or you can make puppets. You can make a puppet out of a paper bag. You may have done this as a child. I certainly did. Eyes, a nose, and the this is the mouth. Now, what does puppets have to do with terrorism? Well, when children make puppets, as I'm sure you probably have seen, they talk as the puppet. And they tell the truth more about their feelings and about just different things that they're thinking through the puppet, because it's not them thinking these things, it's the puppet thinking and saying these things. And again, you can find out what's bothering them and how you can help them deal with whatever it is that's bothering them. Could be about terrorist attacks, it could be about the bully on the playground. Okay, then we have 10, Lords a Leaping. Well, we're not going to find that to give your kid, but you can find a cell phone. And in fact, really kids at younger and younger ages should have a cell phone because it is important to be able to reach you in a time of, certainly a time of disaster or an attack, but also just at a time when they're feeling scared and they need to hear your voice for reassurance. And of course, if it has GPS, you'll be able to locate them through their carrying a cell phone as well. Now, you should make sure that they can't get to things on their cell phone that it would be not good for them to see. But as far as keeping it simple and programming the numbers in the cell phone of you, of family members, of family friends, 911, anything that that they need to get, and also ICE, in case of emergency. You should have that button, and that should go to either yourself or someone that they should be calling in case of emergency. Okay, 11, Piper's piping. You need to give them something that is, or put around them in your house, something that is the tradition of your family. Not just to give them an object. Obviously, this is a menorah for Hanukkah that you light each day, each night. The tradition is that as you light a candle for each night of Hanukkah, you give the child a gift. So we have the 12 days of Christmas, the 8 nights of Hanukkah, and it's not just about getting a Christmas tree or getting a menorah. It's about involving your child throughout the year in traditions of your religion. Whatever it is that you believe in, or you don't go, unfortunately, so many families are not going as often as they used to church or synagogue or the mosque. And really it's important to carry on the positive traditions of your family and your ancestors. 12 drummers drumming. What is the best gift that you can give your kids? Time. The best gift is keeping an hour a day for each child, or at least a half an hour a day with just you and the child. No distractions, no telephone, no texting, just you and the child talking, sitting and reading, taking a walk, going out in the garden, just doing something where your focus is totally on the child. That is the best gift. Now, if you've enjoyed all these tips of gifts, there are a lot more in my new book, Lions and Tigers and Terrorists. Oh my. I always lift it up upside down. Here it is, Lions and Tigers and Terrorists. Oh my. How to protect your child in a time of terror, which would also be a good gift. But there are more than these tips. There are a lot more tips for grown-ups, parents, and teachers in there, things you can do with families and with classes. And then there's also in the second section, which is a picture book for kids, there are separate tips that kids can do on their own to build their resilience. So you can find this book wherever books are sold, and the easiest way would be to go to the publisher's website, which is terrorism4kids.com, terrorism4kids.com. If you want to know more about me and see more vlogs and podcasts and news quotes and all kinds of things on my website, terroristtherapist.com. terroristtherapist.com. So whatever holiday you're celebrating, Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, I wish you a very happy, loving, and peaceful day.